Diss songs that scare rappers from dissing Eminem. Welcome to Rediknow. Today we're counting some key tracks from Super MC Eminem that prove that when it comes to rap disses, you don't want to mess with him. Disses are part of the hip-hop culture and a common way through which rappers express themselves and their differences. The industry, however, has its untouchables, the very elite group of artists everyone knows better than to mention in a diss track. Not by unfounded fear but by the assured savagery of the reply that will follow and how damaging the outcome will be on their careers. On top of this list of living rappers is the Shady Records rapper, Eminem. He is no stranger to rap disses and beefs. Whether through isolated disrespectful mentions or full-out battles, Eminem has had his run-ins with almost every notable name in the music industry and beyond. He has taken on some of the scariest diss rappers like Canibus and Benzino. Destroyed famous pop superstars like Mariah Carey, Lady Gaga, Jessica Simpson, and Britney Spears. Even powerful politicians like Dick Cheney, Bill Clinton, Sarah Palin and Donald Trump have all been victims of Eminem's fearless taunts. In all this, M has never taken an outright L in any battle. On the contrary, his unmatchable rhymes, effortless lyrics and comical clowning of his enemies have played major roles in destroying some musical careers like those of Ja Rule, Insane Clown Posse, Vanilla Ice, and Benzino. Here are 5 songs that mark Eminem as a savage at rap beef and have made other rappers not mess with him. If it's your first time here, welcome. Please subscribe to our channel and give a thumbs up to this video. Number 5, The Warning. A Mariah Carey diss. The story of Eminem and Mariah Carey is one that has had several back and forths with both artists repeatedly going in on each other in what has become a never-ending war of words. It allegedly started off with Eminem claiming that he and Mimi were once a couple for a lengthy stretch, a relationship status that Mariah dismissed as Eminem's fantasies. M being M, he launched a number of shots at the pop superstar, notably with cuts like Superman, Jimmy Crack Corn and Bagpipes from Baghdad touching on his version of the story.
Am I too nice? Buy you ice. Bitch, if you died, wouldn't buy you life. What you trying to be my new wife? What, you Mariah? Fly through twice.
In a bid to give grounds to his side of the story, the Shady Records boss even played voicemails he said were from Mariah during his anger management tour.
Well, who is that? You love me? Yo, that sounds like Mariah Carey.
That's me.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, man. Don't tell me she's behind one of these doors. Mariah, I told you to stop following me every motherfucking city we go. It's over between us.
Things escalated in 2009 when Mariah released a track, Obsessed, that was understood to be clowning Eminem, especially in the music video, even though it didn't do much to smack down that assertion. Eminem responded not long after with his release of the acid-tipped Mariah diss track The Warning. The cut features Mariah and hubby Nick Cannon in the rapper's crosshairs, as Marshall Mathers III spits lines about bodily fluids while employing some Mariah samples.
Sit back, homie, relax. In fact, grab a 6-pack, kick back while I kick facts. Yeah, Dre, sick track, perfect way to get back. Wanna hear something wick-wack? I got the same exact tat that's on Nick's back. I'm obsessed now. Oh, geez, that's supposed to be me in the video with the goatee. Wow, Mariah didn't expect it to go balls out. Bitch, shut the fuck up before I put all them phone calls out. You made it my house when you was wildin' out. Before, Nick, when you was on my dick, and give you something to smile about.
Number 4, Nail in the Coffin, a Benzino / The Source magazine diss. If you're ever in need of an example of a hip-hop prodigy performing a lyrical destruction on one of his enemies, Nail in the Coffin should meet your needs. In 2003, back when magazines were still important in building and guarding artists' image and reputation, Eminem was in full beef mode with The Source and its co-owner Ray Benzino Scott. Scott came out of nowhere with an Eminem diss track, and the magazine followed suit on the editorial side, regularly roasting Eminem in articles and reviews. In the midst of all this, several monster diss tracks sprung out of Eminem's beef with Benzino, including Nail in the Coffin and The Sauce. Benzino's did his to come at Eminem, but his efforts were just nowhere near the hurling pride-wounding taunts he received from Eminem. Eminem slammed The Source for their lack of credibility and mocked Benzino's dismal hip-hop career. If you're that much of a gangsta, put the mic down, you should be out killing mother effers right now, sneers M on Nail in the Coffin. The Source's reputation was further tarnished and Benzino would eventually opt out The Source magazine and wind up on Love and Hip Hop.
I would never claim to be no Ray Benzino, an 83-year-old fake Pacino. So how can he hold me over some balcony without throwing his lower back out as soon as he goes to lift me? Please don't, you'll probably fall with me and our asses will both be history. But then again, you finally get your wish, cause you be all over the street like 50 Cent.
Number 3, Hail Mary, Bully, Haley's Revenge and Go to Sleep, Ja Rule disses. Eminem and Ja Rule had a nasty bit of back and forth in the early 2000s. A spin-off of the well-documented heat between 50 Cent and the Murder Inc. MC that literally ended Ja Rule's career and created problems for his record label and associates like Ashanti and Irv Gotti. Worst of all is that M's beef with Ja was completely unprovoked. Following 50 Cent's signing with Shady Aftermath, Ja Rule, out of too much confidence from being one of the hottest rappers at the time, sent a warning to Eminem and Dr. Dre on live radio to check 50 Cent against releasing any more diss tracks against him and Murder Inc. This was preceded by several Eminem disses which, for the most part, were ignored. However, mentioning Haley Mathers, Eminem's daughter, on one of his diss tracks was probably one of the biggest career mistakes Ja Rule ever made. This pretty much disqualified Ja Rule from receiving any mercy from what followed. Eminem went on a relentless streak of trashing Ja Rule and Murder Inc. in several impossible-to-match diss track riddled with the signature hard-crafted bars and comical clowning he is known for. M's disses also included guest appearances from the likes of 50 Cent, DMX and Busta Rhymes, rappers who found themselves dragged into the beef mostly by Ja Rule's ego.
You ain't no killer, you a pussy. That ecstasy done got you all emotional and mushy. Bitches wearing rags and photos, Ja's words being quoted in the store, stealing pop shit like he just wrote it. You loud mouths, pray to God, hoping no one's listening. See 50 coming for me. Oh my God, my position, no one will pay attention to me. Please, got it. Here I go. Give me this pill. Ecstasy done got me feeling so invincible. Now all of a sudden I'm a fucking madman who screams like I'm Pac, but I'm not. Enemies in the sea, acting like I'm great, but I'm fake. I'm crazy.
Number 2, Can I Bitch, a Canibus diss. Canibus is not only a prolific lyricist but is also no stranger to high-profile beefs. His run-ins with the legendary LL Cool J is one of hip-hop's most dramatic beefs. The second-round KO rapper also had a distaste for Eminem dating back to the late 90s. The start of the bad blood between the two legends dates back before Eminem was signed and gained mainstream success. Canibus allegedly accused Eminem of ghostwriting LL Cool J's diss tracks towards him. Even though Eminem openly denied doing so, it didn't stop Canibus from putting up disrespectful behavior and eventually releasing several disses at Eminem. The pair traded lyrical barbs for a few years and full-on diss tracks would later find their way into the mix, including 100 Bars by Canibus, Without Me by Eminem, F You by Canibus and Just Don't Give an F by Eminem. On the Straight from the Lab mixtape, Eminem picked apart Canibus with a song titled Can I Bitch. Kicking off with an homage to Slick Rick's children's story, this track has a downright giddy tone in the way it cuts its subject, clowning Canibus in the most degrading way.
Now once upon a time not long ago, there was a little rapper about to blow, but his album came and it was not good. I think it went let a double copper wood, so the silly little fans they were misled by a nerdy internet computer hip-hop head. Me and you, Clef, we're gonna make some cash. Grab the silver paint and let's paint my ass.
Number 1, Cleaning Out My Closet, a Debbie Mathers diss. It's one thing to diss a fellow rapper, but dedicating an entire track to making disrespectful allusions to one's own mother is an elite of its own, and Eminem did just that. Eminem and his mother haven't always gotten along. The rocky relationship between him and his parents has always popped up in the mega-selling MC's songs. However, the track Cleaning Out My Closet, the Shady Records boss decided to be extremely salty in addressing the history and relationship with his parents. From deadbeat father to drug-addicted mother, Eminem laid waste to his parents, cursing even their memories and wishing them dead. He was particularly unforgiving in the way he brought the spotlight on sour feelings he had towards his mother. The music video took the disrespect even further with graphic disturbing images of Eminem digging a grave and cursing his mother. Even though in the last verse of the song, M claimed the record was not directly aimed at his mother, it's hard to not link the two, given the rocky relationship with Ma. Another notable mention is the shocking 2017 BET Cypher freestyle in which the Detroit rapper bravely trashed US President Donald Trump.
We better give Obama props, cause what we got in office now's a kamikaze that'll probably cause a nuclear holocaust. And while the drama pops and he waits for shit to quiet down, he'll just gas his plane up and fly around till the bombing stops. Intensity's heightened, tensions are rising. Trump, when it comes to giving a shit, you're stingy as I am. Except when it comes to having the balls to go against me, you hide them. Cause you don't got the nuts like an empty asylum.
All these and many more diss tracks make Eminem one of the scariest rappers to ever diss. How do you diss a living legend who not only has the lyrical and comical tools to destroy other legends but is also psycho enough to care less about dissing himself and his parents? Not to mention his impressive list of loyal proteges like 50 Cent, Obie Trice, and Bizarre, who would jump on your neck for the slightest disrespectful mention of Eminem on your record. I guess you don't, and rappers get the message. Even beefmongers like Rapper Game have vowed never to go at Eminem for whatever reason. It's so sad that the likes of Ja Rule, Benzino, and Insane Clown Posse got the memo late. Thanks for watching. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Do you agree with the list? Which other records should feature here? Please subscribe to our channel and check out these other cool videos we know you would love.